All right, guys, welcome into another edition of the Sportans show. I'm your host, Sulayman
And I'm your co-host, Emmanuel Osondu. And today we'll be taking you through a lot of exciting sport news from the world of sport, taking you through the Champions League final, and European League final, and the Conference League final.
Today we'll be taking you through some sporting events. There's the Champions League, Conference League, and the Europa League. And then we'll be talking about the major sport leagues. And then, as we all know, the sport league has taken a break. So we'll be taking you through the champions and then some of the excited news there. And then we're going to talk about La Liga, Bundesliga, and Serie A. So first of all, let's start from the Premier League, the English Premier League, where Manchester City won the title once again. And then, wow, Arsenal, they bottled the title. Can you?
Yeah, after leading the league for like 29 game weeks, then they had to bottle it to City.
Wow, that's crazy. And then surprisingly, Brighton and Newcastle will be playing in the Champions League next season, and then Brighton Liverpool will be playing in the Europa League, and then surprisingly Liverpool finished sixth in the table, and then they'll be playing Europa League. What do you think went wrong for Jurgen Klopp and his boys?
I would say the starting of the season, they didn't start very well, losing many of their games, the major games. Like I would say, they were not like prepared. But towards the ending of the season, they buckled, but that time it was late. So for them to like catch up with the table, that time teams like Newcastle, Brighton have already secured their place. So it was very difficult for them to secure the Champions League spot.
Yeah, that's right. And then Newcastle playing the Champions League again after 20 something years. And which is something fascinating. We have not been, I can say people like me I have not been watching Newcastle play any European competition, but surprisingly this season they are playing. I think immediately after the takeover of the Saudi prince,
Oil money.
Yeah, the oil money. So the oil money is now flowing in Newcastle. So I guess now football is all about money. I guess if you have money, you play football and you have players. I guess it really counts. So, and then we'll be talking about other teams like Man City. They won the Premier League, and they also go for the treble, winning the FA Cup, Premier League, and the Champions League. Finally, the misery has been broken. Man City has finally won the Champions League. Do you think now Manchester City can be counted among English best teams in the world?
For me, I wouldn't like give them that till now, because even teams like Nottingham Forest are still bigger than them. Like Nottingham Forest has 2 Champions League more than City, but yet City is still like coming. After the game, Pep came when the media was like, Madrid is remaining 13.
So meaning he has to stay in Manchester City in the next 13 season.
That's not possible.
So I know so I know he was just trying to joke, but obviously I don't think he can match the record. Maybe probably next season they might go for the trophy again if any team did not stand on their way. And then I can say they can do it, although because some of these teams, I think they are not that very good. You have life of Bayern, Real Madrid. I guess they are also in transition right now. They release some of their key players, Benzema, and then other players. So I don't think Man City will have competitors next season. So do you think Erling Haaland will bang another golden boot next season?
With the way things are going, the guy is like, he's not that good at tight up defense.
Yeah.
You could see the Champions League final, he could not like perform very well because the man marked him. He only do well with like low defenders, smaller clubs. That's where he takes his. But yet still, we'll see.
So, and then Erling Haaland too is named as he won the top goal scorer for the Champions League, and then he also broke the record for the most goals scored by a single player in the Premier League. And then I guess he broke many records. So do you think this season he'll be among the top contenders for Ballon d'Or? Alongside Lionel Messi?
Yeah, he can at least try, like finish second. But the Ballon d'Or, let him just forget about it because it's Messi's.
Wow. So I guess even me, I can bet on that. Yeah. Lionel Messi obviously is going to win it, but I would prefer others to be given the chance. Let's say Mbappe, he tried World Cup, but immediately after World Cup, we haven't seen a lot from him. Maybe let them just give it to Haaland. I guess to make football more, interactive and attractive. Because if Lionel Messi win the Ballon d'Or again, come on, this is boring. Come on, that man alone is having 8 Ballon d'Ors. Can you imagine? So is it his personal, individual trophy or what?
No, but like he deserves it.
Yeah.
This will be the last time because going to Inter Miami, there's no way he will win the Ballon d'Or again. That team can never win.
Maybe he'll perform a miracle there. Maybe whenever you go to Argentina,
he will not finish top 5.
The team that is in 13 in their league table. But although the surprising thing about the MLS club competition, there's not a light relegation. So no matter where you finish, you can still play for the next season. And then now let's talk about La Liga. Vinicius Junior has won Player of the Season for Real Madrid, and also he's given the number 7, the iconic number 7, with Rodrigo number 11. So do you think Vinicius will live up to expectation, or let's say to follow a bit about Ronaldo?
I feel they rushed the number 7. Well, I was expecting him to take the number 11 though. That was the number I wished him for, like number 11, and Rodrigo went number 10. That number 7, I wanted them to rest that number because it's too big.
No, but right now I can say Vinicius is the only potential footballer that can have that number 7, because Hazard, got in that number 7, immediately Ronaldo left, but the guy was flopped, and then immediately they had to terminate his contract. But I guess if Vinicius keep up with his, consistency in football, he can be up there, because this season he scored 20 plus goals and 20 assists, and he's also part of the La Liga Team of the Year, and then Champions League Team of the Year. I think he scored more points than any other player in the Champions League.
Yeah, indeed. But yet still, that number 7, the guy that owns the number 7 for Real Madrid, like he scored like 50 goals in the season. So Vinicius has not even scored like half yet.
Yeah, but I can say he have great future. Unlike Harry Kane, who is playing in the Premier League and then banging goals. Come on! Oh, I made a mistake I made a mistake today. I'm wearing a Tottenham T-shirt, so I guess Harry Kane is he's fit for Real Madrid, I guess.
Yeah, he's fit.
Benzema.
But the 4th season, like they will struggle to get to know each other, and that will lead them to not go and find the Champions League.
Yeah, next season I'm not seeing Real Madrid going to Champions League that far, because I guess they need to rebuild their attacking scene, because Vinicius alone with Rodrigo, although they have a connection, but I believe they will do well, but not as then having a permanent number 9 who will be in support of the game, trying to control the tempo of the attack, just like the way Benzema used to do. But I believe they will do something, because Vinicius, I can say he's the architect, while Rodrigo is just there to execute the plan and then to make things work.
Yeah, and Benzema is there to finish and score.
And then he left the club. So let's talk about Barcelona. Barcelona won the La Liga after 4 years.
With pride. With pride.
So I know Real Madrid, they let you people to win that, because Barcelona have that financial problem, and also it wouldn't be fair for Lewandowski to come to La Liga his first season without winning the La Liga. So I think Real Madrid, I think they just decided to.
It's not like pity.
Barcelona.
It's like people are pitying us. No, we actually struggled for the cup. We beat you guys, so we deserved the cup.
Yeah, but we beat Barcelona when the victory was needed. That's
the Copa del Rey.
Of course.
No, that cup we gave it to you. Like a big club like Real Madrid, you cannot go without taking a cup.
But we have been winning the Champions League for quite long, and I can say Copa del Rey is basically a cup about for Barcelona. I think Barcelona won the cup more than Real Madrid.
Yeah, 31.
Yeah, obviously we just I think we won two cups this season. There's a Club World Cup, and we always win trophies. And then Lewandowski winning the Pachichi Award in his first season at Real Madrid, and also that made him to win the player, or the Golden Boot in his former club at Bayern. He has won it there for many years, and then doing it at La Liga again. So do you think next season he can also do better?
Yeah, next season he can. But with Hurricane coming to the La Liga, possibly. Nah, I don't think like he will take that Pichichi away.
Yeah, because judging how Lewandowski play his football, I can say his philosophy of playing football with Barcelona is different.
Yeah.
Because Barcelona always love this tight space. Give me the ball, I give you tiki-taka, tiki-taka, tiki-taka. They enjoy playing that football. But for strikers like Lewandowski, they will just stand there and wait for the ball to come. And sometimes Barcelona, one thing they, is their problem. Crossing the ball to their striker is always a problem.
Yeah. They don't play like that.
They don't play like that.
They try to zoom till inside.
Sometimes he'll play the game, feel isolated, but maybe next season he'll try and do something. And then another sad news for Barcelona, them losing 3 of their players in the same season. I can say they're iconic players, legends of the game. Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Piqué. They are now leaving the Barcelona team after many years of being there. How do you think Barcelona have the replacement for Jordi Alba and Busquets? Because for Piqué, he's out of the game already, and then Araujo is good. He's a solid defender. I think he has covered that part. So do you think Barcelona have the replacement for Busquets and Jordi Alba?
Yeah. For Jordi Alba, we have Balde already.
Yeah,
his replacement was there before even he left. For Busquets, we have, from our academy, we have Nico Gonzalez coming from loan. And we also have like buy options like Amrabat and Zubimendi. So those people can actually fit in the play.
Now let's talk about the Bundesliga before diving into the Champions League. So the Bundesliga, Dortmund has bottled the Bundesliga, and then Bayern won it again as usual. And then I can say Borussia Dortmund fans will always remember Jamal Musiala.
Yeah. For snatching their cup away after how many years?
Wow, that was painful. And then Sebastian Haller missing that penalty. It was a big blow for the Yellows.
Yeah, because I didn't expect him to miss that penalty.
Yeah,
despite the fact that he's like elite number 9.
Yeah, because that game, Borussia Dortmund, they have the game at their hand. Just try and execute your plan, and then they decided to wait until those people to score them 2 goals. And how will you come back from there? How will you recover? It was already late before them equalizing the goal from Nicolas Sule, giving them the hope, but eventually. Yeah, it wasn't, really working for them.
No, but it can be possible, because last thing we saw Man City do the same against Aston Villa, going 2-0 down, then coming back second half 3-2.
That's Man City. That's Man City. Man City have the best, Man City have the players, they have the manager, they have the philosophy. So obviously, even if they are down, there's a high possibility of them coming back. But for Dortmund at that point of time, because Jude Bellingham did not play that day, he was injured. So I think that those were one of the key factors that really affected their games. And then Bayern, yeah, Bayern this season, I don't think they are not that solid. They are not that solid. Losing easily, and then getting smashed, so easily. So I don't think Bayern this season they were that good, because after signing Sadio Mane, there was a huge expectation from the Senegalese guy, but he didn't really perform. I've been hearing some rumors that Bayern want to let him go, but I don't know how legit it is. Yeah, and then Osimhen also winning the Golden Boot for Syria, making him the first second African after George Weah. Yeah, first African winning the Golden Boot for Syria. Well, how do you rate their campaign so far, Napoli?
Now he was part of the main factors of them winning that cup, because you could see other games where he didn't play, it was just like Real Madrid without Benzema. That was how their team was. Because the second guy, Simeon, could not fit in the play. Osimhen is always in the box. Yeah. Just cross the ball and he will score it for you.
So do you think Napoli can do it next season?
With the way Osimhen is being linked to big club, I don't think.
But I don't think he will go.
Bayern are likely to sign him. They need a striker right now, badly.
Okay, so do you think next season they will be able to win the Scudetto next season again, the the Serie A.
Next thing I'm seeing Inter.
Inter. Yeah, they are good. Yeah, Inter. They started their campaign, very slow, but lately they have been impressive.
Yeah.
And then I guess Inter will do something. So PSG. Let's talk about PSG. PSG. We have some interesting news coming from PSG. Lionel Messi finally left the club.
Yeah.
Now he headed to Inter Miami. We're gonna talk about that, about the transfer window, and then Kylian Mbappe winning the Golden Boot for the fourth time in a row. He has won it, and then best player of the league. So, do you think there was anybody close to Mbappe when it comes to his performance in the league? Huh?
Yeah, we say Lacazette.
Lacazette.
Yeah, he was good.
Ben Yedder.
Ben Yedder, those strikers were good. But the thing is that Mbappe is a bit faster.
Yeah.
And he converts his chance quickly.
No, Mbappe is quick.
Yeah.
That guy gave him the ball in his feet.
And he has Messi. So Messi just like give a killer pass and goal.
I can see you're talking about Messi, but that guy is finished.
No. He has the World Cup.
Yeah, although he have the World Cup, but
he has conquered football. So.
He has conquered football, but he do not impress the French, the PSG fans.
No, he's actually bigger than that club.
No. No player is bigger than a club. No player is bigger than a club.
Messi has 4 Champions League.
It doesn't matter, but he was enjoying the oil money.
Yeah, they were paying him. They signed him to come and win the cup, but they signed him and did not sign a full squad. So like, how do you expect? Like you build a house, you did not roof the house, but you expect to come and stay in the house and rain does not beat you.
So meaning, if I may understand, you were trying to say that after them signing Messi, PSG wasn't having any solid squad.
Nah, the squad was not solid. Like finished Ramos, the daddy was finished.
Okay, let's put this into this context. Can you compare that PSG squad to Manchester United where Ronaldo was there? His first season at Real Madrid, at Manchester United, or even Juventus?
No, Paris was better.
Paris was better.
Yeah, Mbappe and
Ronaldo carried Manchester United.
Yeah, but they didn't go anywhere.
But at least he tried. How many, Ronaldo played almost 3 games and he saved them from the Champions League, scoring last-minute goals.
Likewise, Messi.
How many games? Champions League? Yeah.
Who saved them against Benfica?
Benfica?
Yeah.
No.
He was the one that equalized the goal.
But like PSG won the first leg and then Benfica also won the second leg. So meaning there was a win. No, so nobody loses.
No, but yet still, he was the one that scored the goal.
He scored. Don't just tap in. Come on, let's tap in.
When he scores, tap in. Ronaldo scores free post. Nobody will talk about it.
That wasn't the decisive goal to win, a game or let's say a trophy. But Ronaldo has been doing that, scoring against Atalanta last minute, against Villarreal last minute he scored. Save Manchester United. And how many goals? Since Messi joined PSG, he has never scored hat-trick.
No, like
he didn't.
He has the chance.
Ronaldo
he had the chance
against Tottenham.
Yeah, but he had the chance too.
Yeah,
but he didn't take it.
No.
The thing is that he's not selfish. You see, Ronaldo cannot score a hat-trick at this age without penalty.
No, of course he can.
At Al Nassr,
he can. Even at Al Nassr, on that there was a game he played, he scored and had a penalty. He gave it to Talisca in order for Talisca to match the top goal scorer.
That's like 1 out of 100.
Not 1 out of 100. Ronaldo, he joined Al Nassr not long ago, and then he's in the top goal scorer list. 14 goals.
Yeah, and but he's a goal scorer. That one will give it to him. He can score.
So how about your goat?
My goat is like killer. Most complete player ever.
Okay, and then we'll be taking a short break from now, and then when we come back, we'll be talking about the transfer windows and then the UEFA Champions League games.
So hey, welcome back to the Sportans show. We'll be taking you quick through the Champions League final review, where Man City, after how many years, took the Champions League final, which was well deserved because this season they were the best team in the world. So how do you see the final?
Yeah, Manchester City, it was something that I was expecting because they come a long way and beating Bayern Munich and also humiliating the Real Madrid. So I believe they will win the title or the Champions League easily. But the game wasn't that easy for Man City because I can say there was a point in time they lose focus. Like they were committing a lot of errors. But if you have a very good team and then Phil Foden also having two clear chances and then he was not able to convert. Alan, I think he only registered one shot on target.
Yeah.
So which I can clearly say that Haaland, I can say he's good at tapping but to hold ball and design because he was attempting to pass almost 2 to 3 but it wasn't successful. I can say he's not that really comfortable with the ball on his feet, but maybe if you have the chance he can score. I can say that I can give him credit for that, and him winning also top goal scorer of the Champions League was well deserved.
Yeah,
he earned it. And then Pep Guardiola, I can say now Pep Guardiola is named as the god of football. Yeah, I think he has done the best coach. He also broke Sir Alex record of the treble. Manchester United, they won the treble, so I think they should be given credit for that. So we also gonna talk about the transfer window, and then before talking about the transfer window, let's quickly talk about the team of the season. The team of the season. So the team of the season, surprisingly, I think it was something that I was expecting though. And then Vinicius is also in the attacking team. And then you have Vinicius, Erling Haaland, Bernardo Silva. So I guess I've been expecting these people to be in the top in the team of the season.
Yeah.
Right. And then you also have the midfield is basically Man City.
Yeah.
Basically, Man City, you have Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, and Stones. You or something like
Stones.
Yeah, he's good. And Rodri, just look at the game against Man City, the second leg. How Rodri controlled that midfield.
Yeah, you could see Guardiola himself when he was playing, because I don't know what he actually tells his players to transform them.
Yeah, definitely. And also the defense line, you have DeMarco, Bastoni, Ruben Diaz, and then goalkeeper Courtois. Surprisingly, I think Onana should be here instead of Courtois.
Courtois is not I don't think
been that good, but good, I can say. Not very good.
good to only Chelsea.
Courtois is a good, so you don't have to blame him. And then also let us now talk about the transfer window. The transfer window, which is going crazy right now. And then you got leaving PSG to Inter Miami, and then Benzema leaving Real Madrid to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, 200 million per season. And then Golo Kante too is also heading to Saudi Arabia. You also have these big name players, linked to Saudi Arabia. You have Busquets, Jordi Alba, many other players. So do you think this Saudi Arabia league will not be a threat to European football?
I feel they should join them in the Champions League, because the way they are signing all these big names, so the Champions League will be a bit interesting now, having the Saudi.
Well, I believe so, but I don't think it's possible. From Asia to Europe. So I think that will be like, let's say, a battle of aristocrats, maybe where only the rich people can survive there. So, although, this, as Ronaldo said, he's always that guy who always starts something and people follow. So immediately Ronaldo go to Saudi Arabia, I knew that, people must come here. And now Karim Benzema going to Saudi Arabia to play there. And then you expect many big names to go there.
Yeah, but he didn't. Messi also, he didn't go there.
No,
Messi can't go there.
For Messi, I can take things in this perspective. Messi is tired. Him going to Saudi Arabia or even Inter Miami, I don't think Messi will play for 2 consecutive seasons. Messi is tired. Yeah. And then, Messi is a system player. And then if he goes to any club that does not match his philosophy, he cannot perform. Yeah. Unless maybe if you have some people running behind, running for him, doing everything, maybe they give him the ball, he enter passes, maybe try to score, does it. Because I can say Messi cannot run for 500 meters now. Maybe 200 meters, that's all then.
The age.
Yeah, the guy is tired. But my God is banging goals in Saudi Arabia anyhow and providing assists.
But he still has 5 Ballon d'Or, so we don't...
Yeah, but a win is a win.
Let him be.
Maybe the only difference they have here right now is the World Cup.
Yeah, that's the biggest.
considering Lionel Messi's squad and Portugal, I can say, well,
Portugal was better.
How?
You have, look, let's analyze it. This is the forward. You have Rafael Leo here. Rafael Leo. You have Ronaldo in front, and you have Bernardo Silva at this side. In the midfield, you have Bruno. You have Neves. You have is it Danilo? I don't know.
Yeah, Danilo.
Yeah, at the 6. Then the defense, you have Ruben Diaz. You have Pepe. You have the left back. I can't actually remember his name.
Guerrero.
Yeah, and the right back, Mendes. You have this different.
yeah, although, yeah, I can say Portugal have bigger names, but one thing about football doesn't look about, look of big names or something like that, but a team spirit.
Yeah,
Argentina have that.
Yeah, everybody
Like,
wanted.
Everybody like, let us just play for this game instead of, but, maybe let's say in some teams, just look at England golden generation. They have not won any trophy. Huh? Look at PSG. How many stars do they sign? But nothing. So I can say football like goes with the philosophy. If everybody is hungry and they know what they want in the squad, then they can do something. Look at when Mourinho was winning the Champions League at Porto. You don't have any big name player, but they won it. So basically, that's it. This is all we have for you about the Sportans show. We'll be bringing you more programs about transfer windows and what is happening in the world of football. This is the Sportans show, the ARTV. Thank you so much.